Okay, I'd like to do a little demonstration here using Revit Structure 2009 and some of the extensions that are available for it for generating a structural grid. I'm going to go ahead and pick from my extensions manager the grid generator, and in doing so it takes me into a link which allows me to set up the levels of the building I'm working on. And basically I'm going to leave it set to 2 levels and do a short simple demonstration of how I can generate some bays, and we'll just put in a couple of bays, 2 bays at 20-foot spacing like so. And just make a couple other changes here for dimension locations. So as you can see, I can do Cartesian or cylindrical grid lines. And from there I'm going to go to elements, and in elements I can load up additional types of structural elements. I'm just going to use the default elements right now just for demonstration purposes. I'm going to use a concrete column 18 by 24, and my beams I'm going to use 12 by 24, and I'm also going to generate spread footings. Let's just OK that and let's see what takes place. Okay, what's just happened is Revit has created a small grid format for me of structural elements. I'm just going to remove the first level of beams. And I'm going to generate now rebar as part of another tool in my extensions. In my extensions manager, I'm just going to open up and I'm going to generate rebar automatically. Prior to doing so, I've got to select one of these beams. I'm going to select all instances of those beams, and I'm going to go ahead and just generate rebar for the beams at this time. So let's go ahead and pick my automatic reinforcement generation, and I can do them one by one. I can individually select them and go through and specify exactly what I want for sizes of rebar, spacing of rebar, the hooks, and the number and quantities. But by using the automatic feature, it allows me to go ahead and do that. In addition to that, using the scheduling feature in the product, I can go ahead and pick from my scheduling list rebar, and for the fields I'm just going to select all the fields that are available to me and OK that. So Revit Structure will generate a schedule which can be exported to Excel of all the rebar content in those beams that I just created using those extensions. Now, one other thing that I have available to me as part of the extensions is I have available to me a link to AutoCAD Structural Detailing, which is a software package that comes with Revit Suite, Revit Structure Suite 2009. When I select one of these beams and go to my extensions again, I can select from my extensions list a drawing feature which will take that one beam and give me a detailed drawing of the beam using AutoCAD Structural Detailing. And just give it a moment. It's going to open up AutoCAD 2009, and I'm just going to go ahead and OK the default settings. And what it will do for me is it will give me a detail of AutoCAD. Let me close up a couple of the windows in the AutoCAD panel here so you can see this. And as you can see, what it did from that one beam is it generated this 2D drawing in AutoCAD and gave me also section views, size of the framing, the number of elements, the position of it. Now the dimensions come out in units of metric units, and I can always go ahead and change my dim style. And it also gives me a schedule of elements: position, diameter, length, the number of the elements, total length, mass, and total mass of that particular beam. So those are a couple of new items.